This hour for you on Daybreak, the Republic School Board has approved a $16 million bond issue. What they're hoping the money will go to.
And if working from home is starting to blur the two sides of your life together, we have a few tips for you.
Also, after approving a mass vaccination effort, Governor Mike Parson still searching for more sites for this to take place. We'll have the story on that and more. It's all ahead this hour on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us here on this Friday. It is January 22nd. I'm Jennifer Abreu.
I'm Joe Moreno. I've been getting schooled in the show Bridgerton.
Yes.
From Jen and TJ this morning, right?
Yes, telling Joe all about it without trying to give away too much. Just
right.
Trying to give him a little, season 2's coming up. So we got to catch him up, right, TJ, so he can watch with us.
What's the saying? All is fair in love and war. I feel like it's like love and scandal in Bridgerton.
That's the Bridgerton thing? In the 1800s?
Oh, yeah. A lot of scandals.
So, I want to say one thing, and Jen, did you notice this? So, of course, it's classical music.
Yes.
But the songs were not classical.
They're modern songs. That's what I was telling Joe, too. I love that about the show because it just marries. Today, we're watching it today, but it's, the 1800s. So you have the
good lesson
violin.
in TV right now.
But it's, the modern songs. I love that.
Very nice.
I did notice that, TJ.
We had
We
had it in our Eye on Entertainment that it's coming back, right?
Yeah.
So that's what sparked the discussion this morning.
Coming back for
lively
season 2.
Discussion,
and
yeah.
what is coming back for us here in the Ozarks, that wintry weather, right, TJ? All of that stuff, that rain is coming back after all of these nice days we've had.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of moisture this week, guys, but we have had that cloud cover around, and we've had some milder air, too. Today going to be a little nicer looking, but it's going to feel a lot colder out there here as a cold front has been tracking through. In Springfield, we are quiet. This is that live glance over downtown, over Park Central Square, looking south and west, where we have had some nice sunrises and sunsets because of that cloud cover. And we still have some of that around here on satellite and radar, even a little bit of moisture showing up across northwestern Arkansas. Could have a little bit of patchy fog down that way, but a lot of that not even making it to the ground here this morning. Notice to our north and west, seeing that clearing trend already taking over in earnest as high pressure begins to build on in, and that will give us a lot more sunshine today. The winds are still a little bit elevated out there as this cold front has been pressing south. We're coming in from the north, mainly around 5 to 15 or so, which is tapping into that colder air and allowing it to spill here into the Ozarks. Temperatures are in the 20s and 30s, but it feels more like the 20s out there for many of us. Make sure you grab that heavier coat. As we head through the day, we're back into the lower 40s. Lots of sunshine on the docket, but we will talk more about that unsettled weather returning, Joe, in just a little while.
All right, thank you, TJ. Got to let you know the Republic School Board has approved a $16 million no increase tax levy last night. The bond must now be approved by voters, which would help Republic schools build a new early childhood center, a gymnasium at Schofield Elementary, and buy property for future growth. The district suspects the new construction of an Amazon distribution center, Convoy of Hope headquarters, and new residential construction will bring more than 500 new kids to the district.
We're looking to increase the number of students that we serve through our early childhood programming, and also make sure that all of our elementary and pre-K students and staff are safe and have a place to shelter if we have severe weather. We're hoping that with some education and seeing the need, that our community will support us.
With the board's approval, the issue will go to the voters on April 6th, and then if approved, it would be an extension of an already existing tax.
Springfield schools may change school start times. A proposal to expand the school busing for magnet programs and high schools would require school to start as early as 7:30 a.m. or as late as 9:30 a.m. According to the Springfield News Leader, the plan would give thousands of additional students a ride and is expected to cost $1.4 million next year. The proposal was endorsed by district administrators. A third tier of bus pickup and drop-off times could be added to expand busing.
The blur between work and home gets real for some people here. Mimicking your routine from before the pandemic, though, might be your solution. Nigel McDonald looked into this and spoke with some experts on the issue. So, Nigel, why is routine still important even for those that work from home?
Yeah, Joe, well, good morning. For many, that commute is the worst part of the day, but for others, commuting may have been a ritual that was critical for their mental health and work-life balance.
Even working remotely, it's encouraged that You get up and you start your day as if you were going into the office.
Local psychologist Dr. Crystal Beckham says establishing routine in transitional periods can be helpful.
Whatever your typical routines were, you try to bring as much of that in as possible. And sometimes we have to be creative in creating new routines and transitions for now I'm at work and now I'm not at work.
Owner of the Virtual Savvy, Abby Ashley, says having a designated workspace is key.
For most people, that maybe isn't an entire office. A lot of us weren't planning to work from home, so we don't have a home office.
She says this could mean setting up a small table.
I worked from this tiny little desk in my bedroom for years.
Ashley teaches people how to work from home for a living.
How to start virtual assistant businesses. So to use the skills they already have to support other small business owners in a virtual capacity.
She encourages people who are struggling with remote work to try the Pomodoro technique.
You write down your to-do list, and then you're just going to focus on one task for 25 minutes. You set a timer. Once you're done with it, you can step back, have a 5-minute break, and then you go on to your next task for 25 minutes.
The goal is to complete 4 Pomodoros. Then you can take a longer 15 to 30-minute break. Ashley encourages using your breaks as opportunities to step outside and get some fresh air.
Well, Ashley's final piece of advice is to allow yourself some grace. Now, we have this story on our website, ozarksfirst.com, for a complete list of her suggestions.
So thank you. In coronavirus coverage this morning, Missouri is still working out its details on vaccination sites after Governor Mike Parson activated the National Guard to help distribute them. About 2.5 million people are eligible to be vaccinated in Phase 1B, Tier 2. A mass vaccination team capable of administering more than 2,000 doses a day will be assigned to each of Missouri's 9 highway patrol regions.
Cooler air is moving into the Ozarks as we speak behind a cold front. The good news is our morning commute will be just fine. So if you are heading out there, our Daybreak Live Drive showcasing drier conditions today. Some of us have seen clear skies. Some of us have seen more of that cloud cover. We'll talk more about how long this cooler and more quiet stretch lasts before we see some unsettled weather take back over in just a few minutes.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Jennifer Abreu, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist TJ Springer. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.